Chapter 6 Procession of the Super Soul. Prasanta manasam hi enam yoginam sukham utmam upyati shanta rajasam brahma bhutam akalmasam. The yogi whose mind is fixed on me verily attains the highest happiness. By virtue of his identity with Brahman, he is liberated. His mind is peaceful, his passion is quieted, and he is freed from sin. युञ्जन एवं सदात्मनं योगी विगता कल्मषः सुखेन ब्रह्म समस्पर्शम अत्यंतम सुखम अश्नुते. Studying the self, being freed from all material contamination, the yogi achieves the highest perfection stage of happiness in touch with the supreme consciousness. So is the perfection. The yogi whose mind is fixed on me, since Krishna is speaking, the me refer to Krishna. If I am speaking and saying, give me a glass of water, I do not intend that the water be supplied to someone else. We must therefore clearly understand that since Bhagavad Gita is being spoken by Sri Krishna, when he says unto me, he means unto Krishna. Unfortunately, there are many commentators who deviate from this clear instruction. I do not know why. Their motive are no doubt nefarious. सर्वभूतास्थम आत्मनमं सर्वभूतानि चत्मानि इक्षते योगा युक्तेतात्मा सर्वत्र समादर्शना. A true yogi observes me in all beings and also sees every being in me. Indeed, the self-realized man see me everywhere. Sarvabhutastham Atmanam. A true yogi observes me in all beings. How is this possible? Some people say that all beings are Krishna and that therefore there is no point in worshipping Krishna separately. Consequently, such people take to humanitarian activities claiming that such work is better. They say, why should Krishna be worshipped? Krishna says that one should see Krishna in every being. Therefore, let us serve Daridra Narayan, the man in the street. Such misinterpreters do not know the proper techniques which have to be learned under the bona fide spiritual master. A true yogi, as explained before, is the devotee of Krishna. The most advanced devotee goes forth to preach Krishna consciousness. Why? Because he sees Krishna in all beings. How is this? Because he sees that all beings are part and parcel of Krishna. He also understands that since these beings have forgotten Krishna, it is his duty to awaken them to consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Sometimes missionaries go forth to educate primitive, uneducated people just because they see that they are human beings and so deserve to be educated in order to understand the value of life. This is due to the missionary's sympathy. The devotee is similarly motivated. He understands that everyone should know himself to be the part and parcel of Krishna. The devotee understands that people are suffering due to their forgetfulness of Krishna. Thus, the devotee sees Krishna as everything. He is not under the illusion that everything has become Krishna. Rather, he sees every living being as the son of the God. If I say that this boy is the son of Mr. Johnson, do I mean that this boy is Mr. John himself? I may see Mr. John in this boy because this boy is his son, but the distinction remains. If I see every living being as the son of the Krishna, I see Krishna in every being. This should not be difficult to understand. It is it is neither an association nor a vision, but a fact. When a devotee sees a cat or dog, he sees Krishna in him. He knows that a cat, for instance, is a living being and that due to his past deed he has received the body of cat. This is due to his forgetfulness. The devotee helps the cat by giving it some Krishna prasad so that someday the cat will come to Krishna consciousness. This is seeing Krishna in the cat. The devotee does not think, oh, here is Krishna. Let me embrace this cat and serve this cat as God. Such thinking is nonsensical. If one sees a tiger, he does not say, "Oh, here is Krishna, come on, please eat me." The devotee does not embrace all beings as Krishna, but rather sympathize with every living being because he sees all beings as a part and parcel of Krishna. In this way, the true yogi observes me in all being. This is the real vision. Whatever is done in Krishna consciousness, knowingly or unknowingly, will have its effects. Children who bow down or try to vibrate Krishna's name or clap during kirtan are actually accumulating so much in their bank account of Krishna consciousness. Fire will act whether one is a child or an adult. If a child touches fire, the fire will burn. The fire does not say, "Oh, I will not burn him." He is a child and does not know. No, the fire will always act as a fire. Similarly, Krishna, the Supreme Spirit, if a child partakes in Krishna consciousness, he will be affected. Krishna will act, whether the child knows or does not know. Every living being should be given a chance to partake of Krishna consciousness because Krishna is there and will act. Therefore, everyone is being invited to come and take prasad because this prasad will someday take effect. We should be careful not to make the mistake of thinking that everyone is Krishna, rather, we should see Krishna in every being. Krishna is all pervading. Why is he is to be seen only in human beings? As stated in Brahma Samhita, he is also present within the atom. Andanatra Sartha Pramanu Chayantra Stham. The word Parmanu means atom, and we should understand that Krishna is present within every atom. A true yogi observes me in all beings and also sees every being in me. He does How does the yogi see every being in me? This is possible because the true yogi knows that everything that we see is Krishna. We are sitting on this floor, on this carpet, but in actually we are sitting on Krishna. We should know this to be fact. How is this carpet Krishna? It is Krishna because it is made of Krishna energy. The Supreme Lord has various energies, of which there are three primary divisions: material energy, spiritual energy, and marginal energy. Parasaya Shakti Vividheva Shuryate. We living entities are marginal energies. The material world is material energies. And the spiritual world is spiritual energy. We are material energy in the sense that we can be either spiritually or materially situated. There is no third alternative. Either we become materialistic or spiritualistic. As long as we are in this material world, we are seated on the material energy. Therefore, we are situated in Krishna because Krishna energy is not separate from Him. A flame contains both heat and illumination, two energies. Neither the heat nor the illumination are separate from the flame. Therefore, in one sense, heat is fire and illumination is fire, but they can be distinguished. Similarly, this material energy is also Krishna. Although we are thinking that we are sitting on this floor, we are actually sitting on Krishna. Therefore, it is stated, the self realized man sees me everywhere. Seeing Krishna everywhere means seeing every living being as well as everything else in relationship with to Krishna. In the seventh chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna how he can be seen in various manifestations. रसो अहम अपुसु कौन्तेय प्रभास्मि शशि सूर्य हो प्रणव सर्ववदेषु शब्द कहे पौरुषम नृषु. O son of Kunti, Arjun, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun, the moon, the syllable Om in Vedic mantras. I am the sound in ether and the ability in man. Water is drunk by all living entities and is indeed needed by birds, beasts, and man. It is not only used for drinking but for washing or for cultivating plants as well. A soldier on the battlefield can understand how important water is. When fighting, soldiers become thirsty. If they have no water, they die. Once a person has learned the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, whenever he drinks water, he sees Krishna. And when does a day pass when we do not drink water? This is the way of Krishna consciousness. I am the light of the sun and the moon. So, whether in the day or the night, we see either sunshine or moonshine. How then can we forget Krishna? This then is a way of perfect yoga. We have to see Krishna everywhere and at all the times. Yo mam pasyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pasyati tasya aham na panashyami sache me na panashyati. For one who see me everywhere and see everything in me, I am never lost nor he is ever lost to me. This is Sada Tad Bhav Bhavita. Always remembering Krishna. If we practice living in this way, we never lose Krishna and are never lost to Krishna. And at the time of death, we are therefore sure to go to Krishna. If we are not lost to Krishna, where can we go but to Krishna? The ninth chapter, Krishna tells Arjuna, Kaunteya pratijani na me bhaktya pranashyati. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Simply don't lose sight of Krishna. That is the perfection of life. If we can forget everything else, but we should never forget Krishna. If we can remember Krishna, then we are the richest of men, even though people may see us very poor. Although Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami were learned scholar and very opulent minister, they adopted the poor life of mendicants. In his Sri Sad In his Sri Sad Goswami Astaka, verse number 4, Srinivasacharya thus described the six Goswamis. Okay, I am reading English. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswami, Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatan Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Rajiv Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who cast off all or aristocratic association as insignificant. To deliver poor, unconditioned soul, they accepted loin clothes and became mendicants. But they were always merged in the ecstatic ocean of the gopis, love for Krishna, and they were always bathing repeatedly in the waves of that ocean. The words Kopina Kantharsteshu indicate that the Goswami were simply wearing underwear and a loin cloth and nothing else. In other words, they accepted the poorest way of life as mendicants. Generally, if one is habituated to living according to a high standard, he cannot immediately lower his standard. If a rich man accepts such a poor condition, he cannot live. But the Goswami lived very happily. How is this possible? Gopi bhav rasam vrittabhi lahir kola magnu muhural bande roop sanatan raghu yugo Sri Jiva Gopal Kau. They were actually rich because they were constantly dipping themselves in the ocean of the loving affairs of the gopis. If one simply thinks of the gopis' love for Krishna, one is not lost. There are many ways not to lose sight of Krishna. If we do not lose sight of Krishna, then we will not lost. A person in Krishna consciousness certainly see Lord Krishna everywhere, and he see everything in Krishna. Such a person may appear to see all separate manifestations of the material nature, but in each and every instance he is conscious of Krishna, knowing that everything is the manifestation of Krishna energy. Nothing can exist without Krishna, and Krishna the Lord of everything. This is the basic principle of Krishna consciousness. How does the devotee know that everything is the manifestation of Krishna energy? First of all, a Krishna conscious person is a philosopher. If he sees a tree, he thinks, what is this tree? He then sees that the tree has a material body, just as he has a material body, and that the tree is also a living entity. But due to the tree past misdeed, he has obtained such a abominable body that he cannot even move. The tree's body is material energy, and the devotee automatically question whose energy? Krishna energy. Therefore, the tree is connected to Krishna. Being a living entity, the tree is a part and parcel of Krishna. In this way, Krishna consciousness person does not see the tree but see Krishna present. That is Krishna consciousness. You do not see the tree, you see Krishna. That is the perfection of yoga, and that is also samadhi. Krishna consciousness is the development of love of Krishna, a position transcendental even to material revelation. Why does the Krishna conscious person take such an account of the tree? Because he has love for Krishna. If you love your child and your child is away, you think of him. When you see his shoes, you think, oh, this is my dear's child shoe. It is not that you love the shoe, but the child. The shoe, however, evokes that love. Similarly, as soon as we see Krishna energy manifested in a living entity, we love that living entity because we love Krishna. Therefore, if we love Krishna, universal love is accounted for. Otherwise, universal love is nonsensical because it is not possible to love everybody without loving Krishna. If we love Krishna, universal love is automatically there. Without being Krishna consciousness, a person may say, here is my American brother, here is my Indian brother. Now let us eat this cow. Such a person may look on another human as brother, but he looks on the cow as a food. Is this universal love? Think about it. A Krishna conscious person, however, thinks, oh, here is a cow, here is a dog, they are the part and parcel of Krishna, but somehow or other they have acquired different bodies. This does not mean that they are not my brothers. How can I kill and eat my brothers? This is the true universal love, rooted in love for Krishna. Without such Krishna consciousness, there is no question of love at all. Krishna consciousness is the stage beyond self realization in which the devotee becomes one with Krishna in the sense that Krishna becomes everything for the devotee, and the devotee becomes full in loving Krishna. An intimate relationship between the Lord and the devotee then exists. In that stage, the living entity attains his immortality, nor is the nor is the personality of Godhead ever out of sight of the devotee. To merge in Krishna is spiritual annihilation. A devotee take no such risk. It is stated in the Brahma Samhita, Premajanu Churita Bhakti Vilochana Sante Sadeva Hrideshu Vilakyanti. Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Guna Savarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami. I worship the primeval Lord Govinda, who is always seen by the devotee, whose eyes are anointed with the pulp of love. He is seen in his eternal form of Sham Sundar, situated within the heart of the devotee. One who has developed such love for Krishna sees Sham Sundar, Katmeshen, always within his heart. At this stage, Lord Krishna never disappears from the sight of the devotee, nor does the devotee ever lose sight of the Lord. In the case of a yogi who sees the Lord as Paramatma within the heart, the same applies. Such a yogi turns into a pure devotee and cannot bear to live for a moment without seeing the Lord within himself. This is the real process by which we can see God. God is not our outer supplier. We cannot demand, come and show yourself. No, we first have to qualify ourselves. then one can see God at every moment and everywhere. सर्वभूता स्थितं यो मां भजति एकत्वं स्थिता सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि सा योगी मायि वर्तते. The yogi who knows that I and super soul within all creatures are one, worship me and remains always in me in all circumstances. Yogi who is practicing meditation on the super soul sees within himself the plenary portion of Krishna as Vishnu with four hands holding conch shell, wheel, club, and lotus flower. This manifestation of Vishnu, which is a yogi object of concentration, is Krishna plenary portion as stated in the Brahma Samhita. यस्याका निःश्वसिता कलम् अथवालम्ब्या जीवन्ति लोमविलजा जगतनन्दनाथा विष्णुर्महान् स इह यस्या कलाविशेषो गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तम अहं भजामि. The Brahmans and other lords of the mundane world appear from the pores of Mahavishnu. Brahmas, and remain alive for the duration of his one exhalation. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, for Mahavishnu is a portion of his plenary portion. The word Govindam Adi Purusham Tam Ham Bhajami are most important. The word Adi means original and Purusham means the Lord as the original male, the original enjoyer. And who is this Govinda whose plenary portion is a Mahavishnu? And what is the function of Mahavishnu? In every universe, there is a primary, original living entity known as Brahma. The life of Brahma is the life of the universe, and this life exists during only one breathing period, exhalation and inhalation of the Mahavishnu. The Mahavishnu lies on the causal ocean, and when he exhales, millions of universe issue from his body as bubbles and then develop. When the Mahavishnu inhales, these millions of universe return within him, and this is called the process of annihilation. That, in a sense, is the position of this material universe. They come out from the body of the Mahavishnu and then again return. In the ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it is also indicated that these material universes are manifest at a certain period and are then annihilated. सर्वभूतानि कौन्तेया प्रकृतिं यन्ति मामिकं कल्पकसाया पुनस्तनि कल्पादु विसृजामि aham. O son of Kunti, at the end of millennium, every material manifestation enters into my nature, and at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I again create. The creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this material cosmic manifestation are completely dependent on the supreme will of the personality of the Godhead. At the end of millennium means at the death of Brahma, Brahma lives for 100 years, and his one day is calculated at this much of our earthly years. His night is of the same duration. His months consist of 30 such days and night, and his year of 12 months. After 100 such years, when Brahma dies, the devastation or annihilation takes place. This means that the energy manifested by the Supreme Lord is again wound up in himself. That is, the Mahavishnu inhales. Then again, when there is a need to manifest cosmic world, it is done by his will. Although I am one, I shall become many. This is a Vedic aphorism. He expands himself in this material energy, and the whole cosmic manifestation again takes place. Since the entire creation and annihilation of the material universe depend on the exhaling and inhaling of the Mahavishnu, we can hardly imagine the magnitude of that Mahavishnu, and yet it is said here that this Mahavishnu is but a plenary portion of the plenary portion of Krishna, who is the original Govinda. The Mahavishnu enters into each universe as Garbhodakshi Vishnu, and Garbhodakshi Vishnu further expands as Kishordakshi Vishnu, and it is this Vishnu from that form that enters into the heart of every living entity. In this way, Vishnu is manifested throughout the creation. Thus, the yogi concentrate their mind on the Kishordakshi Vishnu form within the heart, as stated in the last chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. ईश्वर सर्वभूतानां हृदयेषु अर्जुन तिष्ठति ब्रह्मयान सर्वभूतानि यंत्रूणानि मायया. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjun, and he is directing the wandering of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made of the material energy. Thus, according to the yogic process, the yogi finds out where the Keshwadashi Vishnu is seated within the heart, and when he finds this from there, he concentrates on him. The yogi should know that this Vishnu is not different from Krishna. Krishna, in this form of super soul, is situated in everyone's heart. Furthermore, there is no difference between the innumerable super soul present in the innumerable hearts of the living entities. For example, there is only one sun in the sky, but this sun may be reflected in millions of buckets of water. Or one may ask millions and trillions of people, where is the sun? And each will say, over my head. The sun is one, but it is reflected countless times. According to the Veda, the living entity are innumerable and there is no possibility of counting them. Just as the sun can be reflected in countless buckets of water, Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, can live in each and every one heart. It is this form that the Krishna plenary portion, it is this form on which the yogi concentrate. One who is engaged in Krishna consciousness is already a perfect yogi. In fact, there is no difference between a Krishna conscious devotee always engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Krishna and a perfect yogi engaged in meditation of the super soul. There is no difference between a yogi in samadhi and a Krishna conscious person engaged in different activities. The devotee, even though engaged in various activities while in material existence, remain always situated in Krishna. This is confirmed in the Bhakti Smrita Sindhu of Srila Rupa Goswami. Nikhileshava api avasthitu jivan mukta sa uchyate. The devotee of the Lord always acting in Krishna consciousness is automatically liberated. This is also confirmed in the 14th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Mamcho Mamcho yo ve vicharina bhakti yogana sevate sa gunan samatiyatan brahma bhaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall down in any circumstances, at once transcends the mode of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Thus, the devotee engaged in unalloyed devotional service has already transcended the material modes of nature. Being situated on the Brahman platform means being liberated. There are three platforms: bodily or sensual, mental, and the spiritual. The spiritual platform is called the Brahman platform, and liberation means being situated on that platform. Being conditioned souls, we are presently situated on the bodily or sensual platform. Those who are little advanced, speculators, philosophers, are situated on the mental platform. Above this is the platform of liberation of Brahman realization. Where the devotee, always acting in Krishna consciousness, is automatically situated on the liberated platform of Brahman, is also confirmed in the Narad Pancharatra. दिक्कलादि अनावच्छिन्ने कृष्ण चेतो विधाय च तन्मायो भवति किचपराम जीवो brahmani yojayat. By concentrating one's attention on the transcendental form of Krishna, who is all pervading and beyond time and space, one becomes absorbed in thinking of Krishna and then attains the happy state of transcendental association with him. Krishna consciousness is the highest stage of trance in a yoga practice. This very understanding that Krishna is present as Paramatma in everyone's heart makes the yogi faultless. The Veda confirms this inconceivable potency of the Lord as follows. एकोऽपि सन् बहुधा यो वैभ्यति ऐश् ऐश्वर्याद् रूपम् एकं च सूर्यवद् बाहुधयते. Vishnu is one, and yet he is certainly all pervading. By his inconceivable potency, in spite of his one form, he is present everywhere. As the sun, he appears in many places at once. Atma upamayena sarvatra samam pasyati yo arjuna. Sukham va yadi va dukham sa yogi paramo matha. He is a perfect yogi who, by comparison to his own self, sees the true equality of all being, both therein happiness and distress. O Arjuna, this is a true universal vision. It is not that God is sitting in my heart and not in the heart of a dog, cat, or cow. Sarvbhutanam means that he is sitting in the hearts of all living entities, in the human heart and in the ant's heart. The only difference is that cats and dogs cannot realize this. A human being, if he try to follow the Sankhya Yoga or Bhakti Yoga system, is able to understand, and this is the prerogative of human life. If we miss this opportunity, we suffer a great loss, for we have undergone the evolutionary process and have passed through more than 8 million species of life in order to get this human form. We should therefore be conscious of this and careful not to miss the opportunity. We have a good body, the human form, and the intelligence and civilization. We should not live like animals and struggle hard for existence, but should utilize our time thinking peacefully and understanding our relationship with the Supreme Lord. This is the instruction of Bhagavad Gita. Don't lose this opportunity, utilize it properly. Hare Krishna.